game plan, come out to the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quick release on the RPO. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's got it on the line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He has the first and still on his feet. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Makes the catch, it's Massey. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them...
There he goes! Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They're going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at touchdown, Arizona State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 2 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU, quick to the line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop.
He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw. It's McDaniel. Fears the pressure. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB. Caught in the backfield, it's Dozier.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And Jesse, they didn't pick up any yardage there, but they're trying to stretch this defense across the field.
Yeah, you want to try to get the defense to go east and west, Reese. It's a nice job on offense trying to scheme up a way to do that. Give the defense credit, too. They rallied to it and got that running back on.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Making side adjustments here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
Got it in the middle. It's Duarte. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tigers in the hurry up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Duarte. Touchdown, LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Massey. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Back to throw, it's McDaniel. Fires to the big fella. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Now on first down from the 28. Caught behind the line. It's Dillon. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires deep on the run. Brings it in down the left side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Steps away. Quarterback gets past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space, it's Dozier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Stumbled to the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second.
Trying to punch it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Not a whole lot of progress made there. Right.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Coates. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He's got it. 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Red pass, it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to sneak it. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. The short hands. It's Dillon. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 31 to Texas. No offense, fellas, but I'm going to watch the finish of this top 5 matchup here. You guys do you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Massey. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's McDaniel. Got it in the middle, it's Dozier. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Arizona State! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Might be changing the route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Danced his way through traffic. Pick up for 4 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He wants to take the top off. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you've got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And the Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense getting set for 1st down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's McDaniel. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
52, LSU 14.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Sun Devils. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
14.
Looking for blockers. Boom. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session. because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Finds his back in the middle. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads it left. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up.